This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Coates versus Coates. You all have been together 9 years. You've been married for 5 of those years, but your marriage is literally on the rocks. And the question is, will it survive today? Mr. Coates, would you tell me why you've opened your case today?
I believe she's been cheating on me with a guy. He owns a black truck. She keeps saying I'm paranoid, I'm crazy, this and that, but...
How many black trucks are in Greene County, Ohio?
How many coincidences is
A lot, because I've got an answer for everything and an explanation.
So she's telling you this is all in your head?
Oh, it's not.
He's paranoid.
It's not.
You're saying he's paranoid, and you're hearing that she's saying you're paranoid.
I hear.
But you have this mystery man in a black truck, and you're like, it's too many coincidences involving this.
Too many.
Ms. Coates, you look annoyed.
I'm very annoyed. I've been dealing with this for almost 2 years. It's costed me jobs, friends, family. It's out of control. It's ridiculous. I'm here today to prove myself once and for all that I'm not a cheater, I'm a good wife, and to clear my name, because everybody he tells this story to thinks I'm a cheating liar.
Because it's all true. Everything I say is true.
But Ms. Coates, you're saying it's all in his head.
It is.
That's your
There's an explanation for everything that he sees or does or says.
He's just paranoid.
Yes.
So you've accused your wife of cheating on you. What were the warning signs that you saw that made you think something's going on?
I got home from work and there's not footprints, but you know what gets the mud and dirt that dries up underneath, and it had to be boot prints because the mud, dried up mud was so thick. Like it couldn't have been from a regular old tennis shoe, slippers.
No, those are from my slippers because I carried groceries in by myself.
Ms. Coates, hold on. We'll give you a
Slippers
chance.
don't have tread on.
Hold on. So you thought she had a man in the house?
Exactly.
Because those look like tracks from a work boot.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, where did the work boot tracks?
It wasn't a work boot tracks.
Okay.
Outside of our house, it's muddy, there's trees. I carried groceries in by myself. I had slippers that I carried in the groceries with.
Slippers don't have tread on them.
I have 4 kids and I carried them all in by myself. It wasn't tread. They were the little flowers and mud prints that, from me carrying the groceries.
It was chunks of dirt.
Okay, why would you track the mud in your house?
I would have had too many bags of groceries carrying it myself. If I was going to cheat, I would have cleaned that up.
She couldn't kick her slippers off?
I would have cleaned it up and
She ain't even got to bend down and take them off. She can take them off, put them on, ain't even got to bend down.
I'm like, I understand the concept, you've got to take them in, but why would you track mud in? Wouldn't you take them off? Take the clothes in the grocery, take the groceries into the house?
You ain't got to use your hands. You can kick them off.
I don't have nothing to hide, so why am I worried about hiding some mud when I don't have anything to hide?
I'm sorry, are there any other signs that Ms. Coates is cheating?
I was walking down the road. A buddy of mine stopped. I was talking to him. He had a van. I'm talking to him in somebody else's driveway.
Okay.
Well, I seen her coming up at the light, so I walked to the curb. I start waving my hands when she drives by.
Because it wasn't me.
There's a guy in the passenger seat, her driving. You know, I even seen enough of him to where he didn't have a shirt on. He was a tan dude, and I see my kids in the back seat.
I was on the other side of town, dropping my oldest daughter off at her friend's house, and then I was coming to get him. We were not in that area on that day, and there was no man half naked in my front seat.
She was 2 rows over at my son's house at the same time. What do you mean she wasn't in the vicinity?
Hold on, Mr. Coates. Okay, you're saying he misidentified your car.
Yes.
He misidentified his wife. He misidentified his children.
Yes.
All 3?
All 3.
I might give you 1 or 2, but all 3?
All 3. We weren't even over there. I had all of my kids with me that day. I dropped my oldest daughter off at her friend's and then went to take him food.
Do you know the odds of him misidentifying all 3?
Do you know the odds of how paranoid he is?
So why do you think she's cheating now?
I'm not sure right this time, but I know she's been cheating on me for...
I've never cheated on you.
Okay, well, why do you think she has cheated and cheated with this mystery man? What you said you had coincidences.
Well,
tell me about that.
Can I show you on the monitor?
Absolutely. Step over to the monitor.
There's this black truck. It's always surrounded by with a black truck.
Okay.
My neighbor sits on her porch all morning, all day long. Every time I've ever left or come home, she's on her porch. So I go over and talk to her. You seen any cars in my driveway while I'm at work? There was a black truck in your driveway with a trailer attached to it, pulled all the way up in your driveway.
And when did she say that truck had been there?
while I was at work in the daytime, around noon.
Okay, so was it that particular day? Or she said, I've seen this on several days, or
She just said
last week?
She said, I've seen a black truck in your driveway. And I don't know anybody with a black truck. I don't have anybody at my house with a black truck, especially with a trailer on it.
Okay, hold on, Ms. Coates. Hold on.
And especially while I'm not there.
All right, what else you got?
Well, same black truck.
Okay.
So I'm seeing this black truck at her work every day. I'd leave my work, go on lunch. I'd drive by, that truck would be at her work.
And so now you made it a point to go by her job to see if you see this.
Yes, sir.
If you're at lunch or whether you got to run an errand for your work, you're going by her job to see what you can see, and you're seeing this black truck, the same black truck that you that was reported in your driveway is now at her job.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, what else you got?
So after that, I go to pick her up, and I'm sitting across, there's a gas station right across the street from her work.
Okay.
But I'm out of the way so she don't see me in the parking lot so I can see who's driving this black truck.
Okay.
Woo!
He pulls out of the parking lot, pulls into right in front of me at the gas station, turns his truck off, looks front like this. I can't really see because his windows are tinted, and he had a hat on. That's why I know he looked my way. Started his truck and tore it up out of there, burnt tires, and rolled out. Like he noted, like he didn't want me to see him or something.
As soon as he looked in your direction.
As soon as he seen me in my car, he took off.
All right.
Anything else?
One of my family members told me I could have swore I seen Brandy getting out of a jacked up black truck.
That family
at the
member's a
mall.
liar.
Okay, so did that family member know about your issue with the mystery black truck?
Not with the black truck or nothing.
She just out the blue says this to you?
No, I'm talking to her about me thinking she's cheating on me. I never mentioned a black truck, nothing.
Okay, and she said, well, yeah, I think I saw her getting out of it. And you're like, oh, there it is.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, come back to your podium.
All right, Miss Coates.
You been biting at the bit.
Oh, yeah.
All right, this black truck, this mystery black truck.
I wish I knew who drove that damn black truck.
Well, we want to know from you who drives the black truck.
I don't know. I wish I knew.
But he's at your job every day.
I am a tax professional, okay? I don't have time to talk on the phone, let alone get up and down and go see who's out in my parking lot.
But Miss Coates, you said he misidentified his car, his kid, his wife, and now you're saying out of the 4 times that he saw this black truck in areas where you were, you're saying, nope, wasn't me, wasn't me,
I have no idea who drives
wasn't me.
Her answer
Don't
is,
know
what do you want
who
me
drives
to do
the black
about
truck.
it?
No.
Don't know what black truck he's talking
And
about.
the neighbor, she ran over to me that day. Like I told Eric, there was a truck in the driveway, and at that same time, one of our family members pulled up, and she said, that's the truck I told him it was. And it was one of our family members. And he said, no, she said it was black. And she said, no, I told him it was blue.
This is a conversation I didn't hear. Of course, I wasn't there for that one.
Ooh, Cutler, this is a mess.
I know. Mr. Coates, let me ask you this. Has anybody ever told you that she has been with somebody else?
This is where it gets good. My youngest daughter barely knows how to speak, tells me when mommy's friend comes over, they make me go upstairs and watch TV with another family member. Well, a week later, I see my daughter in a new dress. And I'm like, oh, I like your dress, baby doll. Where'd you get that? Because I've never seen it before. She does this. Don't want to look at me and stuff. I was like, it's all right, baby doll. You can tell me. You can tell me. She made me pinky promise not to say nothing to her. Said that mommy's friend bought it for me. I said, mommy's friend? Is mommy's friend a guy or a girl? He's a guy.
Well, Mr. Coates, let me ask you this. How does it feel as a father to have your daughter telling you about your wife's involvement with another man? To hear from your daughter.
Low, really low. Really low. Like I'm a nobody.
A horrible wife would cheat. A bad mom would involve their kids in a cheating situation, and I'm neither.
So you're saying, again, this is just something all in his head,
Yes,
never
sir.
happened?
Yes, sir.
I see her making up,
Mr.
might
Coates?
with her friend or something like that. We're arguing whatever on the phone. She sends me a picture of divorce papers. It's blank, like, you know, keep playing, I'm gonna divorce you type stuff. Well, we reconciled the day that we was working things out. I looked in her phone, and there was an email with an attachment to it. So I opened up the email, and it was those divorce papers filled out.
They were not filled out.
Filled out, emailed to another guy. Like, to me, that's showing proof that you're about to leave me.
Filled out with your name, her name.
Oh, her name
They were not filled
versus me, all that. On the first page, they got all that. It was all filled out.
And she sent it to another man.
Yes, sir.
And you think that other man might be our mystery
Yes, sir.
black truck driver?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, did you send divorce papers to another man?
No, I did not. So what had happened was I had already lost my job.
Another story.
So as I was sending my resume out, my phone shows PDFs. It don't show what they are, it just shows PDF. There's 200 resumes I had submitted. It was sent to another man. However, I didn't do it. I think I meant to send my resume to him and I clicked the wrong PDF, but they were not filled out.
Okay, but he says they were filled out.
They were not filled out.
Yeah, they were.
So you think you sent your blank divorce papers to somebody from whom you were seeking a job?
Yes, because it just said PDF at the top. It didn't show a
But
picture
the
of
people-
But wouldn't that person have written you back and said, why am I
Not if
getting
they don't
these?
know who I am. I mean, or if they even didn't get them.
That was the only message,
Because the only person I would send them
attachment,
to
the
was
only
him.
thing in there. But when you
No, there
send
was
an
resumes in
email,
there.
if you just send it to the number, it shows up a number. If you send it to somebody that's contacts in your phone, it shows up a
No, it don't. Not
a
an
letter.
email. An
It
email.
shows up
It
a
shows
letter.
up their name.
It shows up a letter in the little circle beside the
Yes,
email.
it shows up
Oh,
their
yeah,
name.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Thank you.
Because the circle was there with his initial in it, he knows that's one of her contacts, and that's why he's saying it wasn't some random person you're trying to get a job from. This was someone you knew, and that's why I think this is the gentleman, the mystery black truck driver. Mr. Cutler?
All right.
I think it's time to wrap it up. I think that if we don't help them get this resolved, they might get the divorce here right in front of us.
Yeah. If it is determined today as a result of today's proceeding that she's cheating, what's going to happen?
Oh, we're done. We are done.
No doubt about it.
No doubt. No doubt. Because if we need mediation for you to tell me the truth, I mean, what about the next lie? And then the next one, like, we're going to have somebody intervene to tell me the truth.
Well, at this time, the court would like to call licensed polygraph examiner Kendall Schull to determine, is she cheating? Rob, please escort him in.
Kendall Schull.
How are you, Mr. Schull?
I'm great, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're one of the friends of our court. You have this amazing career that you've had. You spent 35 years at the FBI. You have a master's degree in polygraph examination.
I have.
And you have 18 years in your own private practice providing that.
I do, Your Honor.
So, you conducted the polygraph examination of Ms. Coates, and you asked her, since being married, have you had physical, sexual contact with the person who drives the black truck that your husband saw parked at your job? What was her response?
She said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being truthful, Your Honor.
Wait, how are you feeling?
Emotional.
Yeah, it's a lot. Okay.
You say emotional. What's going through your mind right now? What are you feeling right now?
We've been through so much with these accusations. It's ruined our marriage already. And how do you get back from something like that?
This is the first step, though. If we get it all out on the table, you can start anew. I promise you.
But we still have one more question. You asked Ms. Coates, since being married, have you had physical sexual contact with any person other than your husband? What was her response to that question?
She said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being truthful, Your Honor.
I told you I'm not a cheater or a liar.
Oh, I do apologize, and I'm very sorry. From the bottom of my heart, I am. Give me a hug. I'm sorry. I am sorry, baby.
You look relieved. You look satisfied.
Oh, I'm very satisfied.
All right,
I
well,
just
let's
feel
talk.
bad.
And you probably should. But let's talk about that, because feeling bad doesn't move the ball forward, right?
Right.
Ms. Coates, I think the reason there was so much passion involved with this is because you're passionate people.
Very much so.
You all have been together 3 years, engaged about 1.5 years. Mr. Harmon, why have you brought your fiancé here today?
Well, I think she's cheating on me with other men, and she's lying, and I just can't deal with it. Like, I'm putting my whole relationship on the line. I'm fighting for my relationship. She's giving other people attention when we go out and showing other people, like, you know, flirting. Like, here and there, here can be a bartender, she flirts, smiling, want to take selfie pictures. For what when you got a handsome brother in your face, you know?
Do you believe it goes beyond flirting?
Sometimes, yes.
Ms. Powell, what would you like to prove today?
I would like to prove that I'm not cheating on him, that, I mean, like, I do have an outgoing personality, I am bubbly and stuff.
Do you flirt with other men?
I don't think I flirt with other men, no, I don't. I think I just talk too much, and, you know.
All right, so Mr. Harmon, if you find out that she's actually cheating, what does that mean for you?
If I find out that she's cheating, the marriage is off. I'm not buying her nothing else. I'm moving back to Tennessee. Right now, we relocated to Texas. Because, you know, I want to start off fresh, I want to start over new, so.
And you going home to Tennessee?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
So, Ms. Powell, his accusations that you are doing more than flirting, that you're actually cheating, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like he just is judging me, and, like, I don't even know who he thinks I am anymore, like.
Do you love him?
I do.
You want to make it work?
I do.
Don't seem like it, Your Honor.
Well, what do you love about him?
I love everything about him. I love his personality. I love the way he treats me. I love how he just, like, throws me in the air because I'm so small. Like, I love everything, you know? Like, I just love it. And,
You admit to throwing her in the air?
Yeah.
You know,
What makes you, no. What makes
throw
a
your
man
fiancé in the air, wave your hand like you just don't care, you know, all that. That goes together.
No.
She loves that because I'll look at her and I'll catch her in my arms, you know?
So you're a true romantic. I mean, that's throwing the love up in the air. I've not even heard of that.
I try to make everything work. I try to make the, you know, negative.
yeah, another unique story and another reason why I fell in love with him is because one day, you know, me and him were bickering and arguing. I usually go to bed late, but I went to bed early, and Zach woke me up and he's like, "Come here, I got a surprise for you." And I was like, "What is it?" You know, like, whatever, you know, it's nothing big. And he proceeded to lead me into the bathroom, and he had candles lit, and he had me a fruit bath.
A fruit
and all that.
bath?
Yeah.
A fruit bath?
Yeah.
What's in a fruit bath?
Strawberries, pineapples, mangoes. There was a bunch of different kinds of fruit in there.
Now, Mr. Cutler has lotioned my feet, and he's rolled my hair, but a fruit bath is a whole nother
Let's
level,
take
Mr. Cutler. You gotta step up your game, man.
Yep.
You're asking for a lot.
You know, I'm worth it.
You worth it?
I'm worth it.
All right, okay, we'll see. I mean, how can you not fall in love with a man like that?
Right, I know. I do love him, and I still do love him. After everything we've been through, I still love him, and I'm trying to grow. That's why I'm here today, to prove to him that I'm not cheating on him. He thinks I'm out here flirting and just cheating on him all the time, and I guess it is because of, like, you know, the past. You know, I've owned up to stuff in the past or whatever, and I've kept it real with him.
Okay, you said that there was something in the past. What happened in the past?
Our ex-boyfriend.
Oh, man. Okay, but how did you find out that she had been with her ex?
She told me, you know, the truth that she was with her ex. She admitted to it that she was with her ex, and she cheated.
Were you with the ex?
Yes, I was.
Okay, and so what did you tell him specifically?
I just told him, I said, you know, this has been going on for like 2 months now, and
2 months?
it did, not like me seeing him, but us talking to each other, yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Not
you
like
all
that.
been
Not,
interacting for 2 months, and then it culminated with
yes,
sexual contact.
yes.
But that's in the past.
Right. And I try to push forward because we're both young and stuff's gonna happen, you know, and I accept that, so.
Okay, you're saying was closure. Clearly, you don't see it that way. Why don't you see it that way?
Because
What is going on now that makes you think something's up?
Like, one day she came home, kind of smelled like she had men's cologne on. And I was like, where was you really at? Was you really at the grocery store, or was you really with another man?
I have an explanation for that.
All right, I can't wait to hear it.
Okay, well, it was around Valentine's Day, and I was in there smelling men's cologne because I was about to get him a bottle of cologne for Valentine's Day. And I was spraying it, yes.
Your Honor, wasn't no cologne in the house, no shopping bags, no evidence, you know? So I'm thinking that she's with another man.
So you don't believe she was at the mall?
No, I don't.
All right.
Okay, but, you know, women don't put on men's cologne.
Right.
They sniff the bottle,
body.
you know, spray it in and smell it, but they
it
don't
would
put
get
it
on your
them.
face. No. But if you do this and you put your face into it, so you would smell it.
Really?
Really? Ron?
Really?
Ron, come on, help a sister.
I kind of agree, though. If you spray it and step into it, you'll get some on you. It's gonna happen.
All right, if you say so.
I'm saying so.
Next time you come home with...
Okay,
all right.
All right, so you don't believe her about that?
No.
What else? I mean, because that has a reasonable, I could buy that.
She got this, can I show you on the screen?
Sure. Please step over.
Okay, one day she was taking a shower. I guess she forgot that she had her phone in the room. Something popped up on the notification bar. It was like, it says, session expired, please review. So I popped on it. It brought up this calculator. I clicked on it and I clicked in this code that she used the code, her birthday. Okay. So I typed it in. And so when I typed it in, it was this gallery and it said hidden photos. So I clicked on it, and when I clicked on it, it was a white guy and her, like they was out to eat, having fun, Subway. I asked about her. I asked her, you know, what's these pictures of? What are you doing with another man? She was like, it's just a coworker from work.
Okay, wait, hold on, wait. So this is one of those apps where you hide photos?
Yeah, I didn't know nothing about it.
I'm waiting for this explanation.
I'd use that at first. Like, I'd use it at first when me and him first got together because, you know, I'd send pictures
To hide
of him.
all that stuff.
Yeah, whatever. To hide my pictures I was sending him.
What kind of pictures were you sending that you need to put in the app, a hidden app?
You know, like, just, you know, our pictures.
No, I don't. Were they personal pictures?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Grown folk stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. She sent you those pictures?
Yeah,
little
she
grown
asked
folk
before,
shot?
yeah, a little body picture, you know. Step out, you know.
What she do? Do it with my gift. All right, there it is. All right. Here's the deal. People with nothing to hide, they don't hide anything. I mean, that's just how we operate.
I understand. I get it.
All right, if you'll step back to your podium. Are there any other reasons, Mr. Harmon, that you believe your fiancé is cheating?
Yes, I do.
Share them with the court.
As one day, you know, I was off work that day, so I like to work out a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, I can tell.
So before she was asleep, you know, she didn't cook breakfast that morning. I got up early that morning, put on my workout shoes, got to the gym, worked there about a good 4 or 5 hours, came home. When I took off my workout shoes, I was looking around for my fiancé, but you know, my fiancé, she like, you're grown, you're grown, I don't keep up with your stuff, you know? So when I walked into the bedroom and I seen that it was busted shoes, I was like, whose shoes are these?
These men's shoes or women's shoes?
That was men's shoes.
Men's shoes.
So I feel like, you know, when I pulled up at the house, when they heard me pull up, dude jetted out the back door and forgot his shoes and slipped my sandals on and went on. That's what I really think happened.
What size were your shoes?
They was like 11.5. These, the busted up tennis shoes the same size as my
No, they were not.
Same size as yours?
Yes, they was.
Why is some other man's tennis shoes in
First
your bedroom?
of all, he is not even telling the truth about that. It was a female coworker that came over that day.
Okay, Ms. Powell, let me ask this. Do you have any reasonable explanation as to why a coworker would come over and when she leaves, she would take the wrong shoes?
No.
You have no reasonable explanation for that, because I don't have one. Have you ever taken the wrong shoes from your friend's house?
I gotta say this, Ms. Powell, it does not look good. This does not pass the smell test at all.
But it is, though. Like, I'm not lying about it. I have nothing to lie about. Like, we're here.
All right. Mr. Harmon, I know you have a witness.
Yes, I do. My niece is here today to prove that she's been with other men.
All right, Ron, would you escort the witness in,
Yes,
please?
Your Honor.
What do you know about the allegations of cheating against Ms. Powell?
Well, what I know is me and my homegirl went to a barbecue one day and I seen Ashley cheating on my uncle, and I didn't like that. I feel like you could find somebody else way better than that.
What did you actually see?
She was out there flirting with him, having drinks with him and stuff, trying to take him home.
I was not trying to take them home, first of all.
So you were able to conclude that she was trying to take him home just by looking? I mean, did you hear anything? What did you see?
Yes, I heard. She was like, yeah. She was like, yeah, I think y'all should just come to my house tonight. You know, my boyfriend, he's going to be gone. The niece going to be gone.
He is never gone.
Was there any physical contact? Were they holding hands? Were they hugged up?
Yes, we was holding hands with him, yes.
Did you go and tell your uncle?
Yes, I did.
All right, Ms. Fredericks, thank you very much. If you would have a seat.
All right, Ms. Powell, you're at a barbecue. Is that correct?
Yes. It was a group of people. We went in the house to go get some drinks and to go get some air because we were outside and it was hot.
Would you admit that you were flirting?
No.
All right.
Was it just your bubbly personality?
I guess. Like, I don't know what they consider flirting. Like, you know, like, I don't know what, I don't know.
Being with other man, showing other man attention, that's flirting. Giving them people attention, that's flirting.
I feel like being kind and flirting is two different things.
Show me what flirting looks like in your world.
I don't know, like, you know, like, hey, how you been today? Like, I don't know, like, I don't know, you know.
All right, so Ms. Powell, you're telling this court that you have not, even though you might be a little friendly, you might be a little flirtatious, you have not had any sexual contact with anyone.
No, I have not.
Other than Mr. Harmon?
Yes, no, I have not.
Well, now, in addition to this love suit that we're talking about, you also have a lawsuit against Mr. Harmon.
Yes, for $185 for running my dress.
Okay, tell me what that's about.
Well, one day, I was out with a friend, and I proceeded, I guess, not to answer my phone, like, on time for him. And so I ended up coming home that day, and I was getting ready to cook supper, and I smelled the house. I was like, what is burning? Like, is Zach in there cooking? I mean, is Mr. Harmon in there cooking something? Like, what is he cooking? Like, is he burning something? I proceeded to go in the bathroom and find my dress laying there burnt. I was like, what happened to it? You know, he's like, oh, well, see, what happened was I got it caught on a cigarette.
Wow.
This don't look like
what
no
kind
cigarette
of
burn to
cigarette
me.
was that?
I know, that's what I'm saying. So I'm here today suing for $185.
Do you have a receipt
I
or
do.
anything? Do you think it was intentional?
I do. I was gonna get married in that dress to him, but...
So that was the dress you're gonna get married in?
It was.
Mr. Harmon, did you burn her dress?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
You set her dress on fire?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
So it wasn't with the cigarette.
Why did you set the dress on fire?
Because I was mad. It wasn't intentional, it was like out of spite. I wasn't.
No, that was intentional.
Yeah,
Right, it was,
All right.
so...
What was running through your mind as you were building up
Like
ready to burn this
her
dress?
seeing her ex-boyfriend and her lying to me and her with her co-worker and the hidden galleries in the phone, like, that it gets to me sometimes. You know, I think about it, so I just took it and I just, you know, set it on fire and it blew up in the flames and I thought about it and I got to stomping it out. So when I stomped it out, I just threw it in the bathroom so she can come home and look at it, because it's the first place she go, because she's always in that mirror.
Okay. Well, you know, Mr. Harmon, we can't let our emotions get the best of us.
You're right.
And your claim is for $185.45.
Correct.
All right. Well, Mr. Harmon, we can understand why you're upset, but, I mean, the bottom line is you can't destroy other people's property. You can't do things like that out of spite. And so this court is going to have to rule in her favor on her claim against you and award her the amount of $185.45.
Now, we got to get back to this love suit. This is an engagement on the line. You seem to love each other.
To get to the bottom of this, the court is going to call licensed private investigator Jane Holmes. Ron, would you please escort Ms. Holmes into the courtroom?
Ms. Holmes.
Ms. Holmes, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
It's good to see you. You've investigated a number of cases involving cheating, haven't you?
I have.
In this particular case, Ms. Powell was examined by one of your colleagues, is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, and Ms. Powell was asked a series of questions. The first question that Ms. Powell was asked was, did you have sexual contact with anyone in your home the day Mr. Harmon found a pair of sneakers? What was her response to that question?
She said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined she was being truthful.
Mr. Harmon, it almost appears that that's a sigh of relief for you.
Yes, it does.
But hold on, we have another question. Ms. Powell was asked, since October 2015 to the present, besides the one person Mr. Harmon is aware of, has Ms. Powell had sexual contact with anyone else. What was her response?
She said no.
What did the lie detector reveal?
The lie detector determined she was being truthful.
All right, Mr. Harmon, she's standing here with tears in her eyes because she's been telling you the truth. What do you need to say to your fiancé?
That I love you, and now it's time to focus on us and only us.
Ms. Powell, can you do that?
Yes.
Can you do that?
I can.
And I would say to you, I use the word with Mr. Cutler. I'm like, I don't want any attention. I want intention.
Yeah, I like
and
that.
if you're naturally attentive to people and polite, then you're gonna have to turn it up and give him some intention so he knows he's your king
Please.
and you're his queen.
It is all for you, baby.
I hope so. I love you.
Love you, baby.